First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here to acknowledge our student athletes on their big day, sign their national letter of intent to play at the college or university level. Secondly, I would like to take this opportunity to apologize in advance. I'm not a polished public speaker, and I really do not like doing this, so anything that I don't pay tribute to up here, I apologize, because you guys deserve nothing but the best on this special day. So I hope I do okay by you. And I know that we've asked others to speak on your behalf, and wherever I fail, they'll pick up. So parents, huge day. I know as a parent myself, you stress, you worry, you travel around the country with your children, playing the sport that they love. And when it finally comes to culmination and fruition of going to the college and university level to play, a lot of those goals and dreams are fulfilled, and a lot of that pressure is lifted. Like my mom always tells me, though, bigger kids, bigger problems. So, good luck. The way we're going to roll today is I'm going to speak for a second, then we're going to announce players individually and have their coach or their speaker come up here and speak on their behalf for about two to 4 minutes, and we'll just go on right down the line. After we're done, we'll sign our national letter of intent, and then all of the athletes and parents, I ask that we go down to the training room and we sign that Hall of Fame, Wall of Fame, I guess, not Hall of Fame, and immortalize you here at Bloomfield Hills. Sound good? Obviously, I've had the pleasure, great pleasure, of watching all of these athletes perform on our stage. It's been a true pleasure. They've all been outstanding with many, many successes. Now they are getting ready to move on in the next chapter of their life and go represent the university of choice, college of choice, and play the sport that they have chosen. This is not a small task. This is not a small undertaking at all. Everything you have done from the time you were little, probably kindergarten soccer, who played kindergarten soccer here through the BHYSL? Some coach pitch baseball through BBL, then into our travel leagues, our summer, our club swim, club soccer, all of that. How many of you traveled at least the Midwest, if not the country, playing your sport? Raise your hands, don't be shy. It's not a small endeavor. You have committed yourself to this craft. You are now at where you feel you're ready to go and compete at the college and university level. I hope you are. Don't be shocked when you get there if everybody's on the same page you are and ready to excel. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and it doesn't matter if you're going to a D1 university, a D3, or a JUCO. The work is no less. I promise you that. You're going to have long hours of practice, lots of lifting, lots of study table, and all the good times that go along with it in the locker room, bus rides, and anything else that goes with that team. And I hope you enjoy every second of it. At this time, I'd like to call up our first speaker to recognize one of our softball players, Grace Main. I'm sure that this speaker... I'm sure that this speaker is going to recognize this. However, I don't want to take it for granted. Grace has accepted the presidential scholarship at Alma University. That is a massive, massive achievement. So congratulations, Grace. And I believe that's your mom and dad's, both your mom and dad's alma mater, correct? Don't let them down. Coach Whitmire.
Good afternoon. First, I would like to congratulate all of the athletes here today. What an accomplishment. Congratulations to all of you. When Grace asked me to speak on her behalf at signing, I was so honored to do so. And then I got an email from Jackie who said I had 1.5 to 2 minutes. I emailed her back and said that's going to be an issue. And she said, no, it's not. So here we go. I'm extremely proud for Grace and what she has done for herself and our softball program, and continues to do great things this season as well. Grace is an outstanding individual. She has a huge heart. She cares about her teammates. Not only does she care about her teammates, she really shows what it is to be a leader. She's been a captain of our team for 3 years. She has the attitude of we before me, and that goes a long way, not only in sports but in life. She excels not only in the circle, but also at the plate. She has been named all-district pitcher for the last 3 years, all-league pitcher for the last 3 years, and was all-region pitcher last year. She has won numerous awards, numerous team awards that are all based on stats throughout the season. From her Gold Glove award last year to her new impact player her freshman year, her first year on varsity. Along with Grace's teammates that are here today, and I've seen a few of them up there, she pitched her way leading this team last year for the first district championship in program history. In Grace's career, she has recorded 269 career strikeouts and counting. She averages 1 strikeout for every inning she pitches. That's very impressive. That means that her teammates only have to get 2 outs per inning. Grace, myself, along with your teammates, can't be more proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do at the next level. I know your mom and dad are here today, along with Grant. I saw Grant up there, and your grandparents as well. I know they're excited for the next chapter in your life in softball as you take what you've done here at Bloomfield Hills and take it to the next level. We wish you nothing but success as you begin the next chapter of your softball career. Grace will be signing to Alma College, and as Mike indicated, received the Presidential Scholarship for 4 years of full tuition. Congratulations, Grace.
Two things. Athletes, as Mrs. Osborne clearly pointed out, please stand while you're being acknowledged. I am sorry that I did not say that prior to. And secondly, Jackie, I did not thank you earlier, wherever you went. Thank you for setting all of this up and for always having the best interest of our athletes at heart. Next up, basketball player Ruby Smith, who will be attending Davis Elkins College, and speaking on her behalf will be Jackie Osborne. This ought to be entertaining.
Hi everyone, I am Jackie Osborne and I'm the high school athletic secretary and the girls basketball team announcer. So Ruby and I have been together for 3 years. Ruby's mom said my voice has been the soundtrack to her daughter's Bloomfield Hills High School career. So, standing at 6'3" and hailing from West Virginia, please give it up for your center, number 33, Ruby Smith. That's the last time I can do that, Rube. Might have to come visit you. Ruby moved to Bloomfield Hills from West Virginia just 3 years ago, and there was a connection to Michigan through our very own Coach Brown. He's sitting right there. Renardo Brown had been recruited by West Virginia University And even though it was before she was born, Ruby's family had watched Renardo play ball for 4 years in the 80s. Fast forward to 2021. Ruby's travel team disbands due to COVID, and Ruby is going to have to drive 8 to 10 hours a week to find a quality travel team to play with. But Renardo's former WVU roommate and Ruby's trainer says that Coach Brown is looking for some post players. So after a visit to Michigan and without knowing a soul, she and her mom, Melissa, packed up and moved just 2 days before school started her sophomore year. Ruby was that dedicated to the basketball team and wanted to be able to make an impact for her team. And boy, did she. In her 3 years of playing for BHHS, Ruby has been selected to the Oakland All-Conference team all 3 years. She has been awarded the team MVP all 3 years. She averaged double-doubles in the last 2 seasons. She scored 964 career points and had 862 career rebounds. She led our team in back-to-back conference championships, and she led our school to its first ever district championship this year. That's amazing. With all her talent, it is easy to see why Ruby received dozens of offers to play basketball, all at the next level, as far as Oregon and clear to Vermont. But being away from her family for the last 3 years, she's ready to return. And as John Denver sings, let the country roads take her home. So Ruby is excited to announce that she has accepted an offer to continue to play basketball from Davis and Elkins College, a D2 programs in Elkins, West Virginia. Ruby is grateful for her surrogate family of her teammates, their parents, her neighbors, and everyone at Bloomfield Hills High School who have made these 3 years some of the best times of her life. Congratulations, Ruby, number 33. You will be missed.
Next up, Ellis Bronson. He will be attending University of Chester and speaking on his behalf to Doogie McCauley.
Congrats everybody, great day for you and for your parents, and thanks to all the students for all your support of these guys that have represented your school for maybe a few years, maybe the whole 4 years, but thanks for coming out, and also to your peers who took the time to enjoy this moment. Bronson, 4-year starter, and not only on the soccer field but off the soccer field. Fantastic person, was one of our captains in his final year, great role model, kept everybody in line when they were trying to talk, when I would try to talk or Brian would try to talk. Nothing more annoying as a coach, we know that. So Bronson was really very good at his senior role, being a captain, being a leader, and he was a great player for us, also played E64. Bronson's going to Chester in England to play soccer. So, you know, we've got a few different schools, obviously. We've got the academic school, you've got the School of Life, you've got the School of Sport. So he's chosen soccer as his pathway, and wish him all the best. He was a district winner this year, first one since 2015. And he was a huge part of that, helped us represent at the region. He was also an all-district player this year, and we had a couple of sob stories about the league, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't see enough pillows out there, so I will lay off of that one. But I would just like to wish Bronson and his family all the very best for the future. Superb young man, all the best, Bronson.
Next up, we'll have Jacob Page speak on behalf of Cora Nicolante, who will be playing volleyball at Adrian College.
All right, hello everybody. First off, congrats to all the student athletes up here. This is a super awesome day for everybody, so I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. You guys earned it, and this is a super cool experience. So when Cora asked me to come speak today on her behalf, I was super honored because Cora has played at a lot of high-level volleyball clubs, and she's had a lot of awesome coaches. And for her to ask me, I was incredibly honored because if there's two words that you can use to explain Cora and how she is as a student athlete, it's focused and determined. She's so determined and so focused. She has earned every single minute that she's ever played for us here at BHHS. And she is a leader on and off the court. Just a few of her accolades. She was an all-academic student this year. She was our team's defensive player of the year this year. Cora was on the all-region team. She was second on our team in kills, and she's one of the reasons why we won our first district title in almost 10 years. Since the day I met Cora, she has been very determined to play college volleyball. It's something that she's aspired to do, and she has put in the work, she has put in the hours. All summer she trains. She would ask me to keep the gym unlocked for her on Saturdays, and she would come in here and train with some of our student athletes. She is the perfect example of what a coach wants in a student athlete. She is fantastic in school, on the court, off the court. She's a great teammate, and Cora, I'm super excited for you to go to Adrian. I know you're going to love it. It's one of the perfect fits for you. And I'm super happy for you. Thank you for asking me to speak today on your honor, and it was a joy coaching you for the last 4 years. Congrats.
Next up, we'll be recognizing Brandon Newland. He will be attending the University of Michigan to play baseball. And speaking on his behalf is his summer coach, Nick Swanson.
All right, so first of all, I want to, congratulate all you guys. It's an honor, to be able to achieve your goals and get to the next level. It's an awesome achievement, all right? I've been coaching B now for about 5 or 6 years. If you believe it or not, he used to be 5'4" and he was 100 pounds. We would consider that small B. All right. It's hard to believe kind of where you've came from. It's hard to believe, what it's taken to get to where you are. When you talk about, hard work, dedication, being a true leader and a captain for us over the last 5 or 6 years, a true inspiration, that's B. A few years back, I'm sure most of you guys have known this. B had a really bad injury, something that in the baseball world it takes a lot to come back from, and it's something that Brandon took full throttle and went with it, and he was probably in the facility 7 days a week, 365 times a year. It took 2 years to get him back to where he was and made him who he is today. There's a lot of obstacles that come into people's lives. Brandon, I can honestly say, no matter what the obstacle is, it's something that he can overcome no matter what it is, okay? The challenge doesn't matter. You are a true leader. You've inspired us. You've inspired Prime. You are someone that everyone looks up to at the facility, and you've changed the course of how we do things for baseball at Prime. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm not the best talker. As a Michigan fan, I can honestly say they got one of the best kids in the country and one of the best people I've ever met. It's been an absolute pleasure to coach you over the years, and I got one thing to say. You know what it is? Who's got it better than us?
next honoree, she's accepted an opportunity to play hockey at Harvard University. However, I'm guessing you've had some interest in another sport, lacrosse. So far this year, I have seen Ella score 11 goals in one game. Have you gone above that? Pretty darn good. She's a very talented young athlete, and speaking on her behalf will be fellow student Sydney Butler.
Hi everyone. So I wanted to preface this by Ella had a really exciting signing day with her club team, Little Caesars. So her coaches spoke for her there, but I'm speaking for her here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sydney Butler, and I have been given the incredible honor to speak on behalf of Ella Lucia. Ella is signing today to play hockey at the Division I level with Harvard University. Yep, you heard me right. As phenomenal as this is, Ella has put in a tremendous amount of hard work to achieve this, and that is what I want to highlight today. Now I could sit here and read off many impressive stats that Ella has under her name, like how her hockey line has the most combined points in the country consecutively for 3 years now. She has played at the AAA hockey level for 6 years, helping them become one of the top teams in the country each of those years, or how she was named first team All-State the last 2 years she played lacrosse, minus the broken collarbone year, and last year was nominated as one of the best female lacrosse athletes in the state. But there's so much more to Ella than her stats. Now, I've played lacrosse with Ella since 5th grade, and I've been to more of her hockey games than I can count, and watching Ella play is truly inspiring. She gives 110% no matter who her opponent is, and her dedication to being the best player she can be is seen through her numerous goals, assists, face-off wins, and leadership on both the ice and the field. Ella is a captain for both her hockey and lacrosse team and is the true definition of leading by example. She shows up to both practices and games with passion, focus, and unwavering determination to accomplish whatever she has set her mind to. And this results in her unbelievable talent that can be seen whenever she is playing. But perhaps most importantly, Ella is a true team player. She is always there to support her teammates, both on and off the ice, and serves as a role model for any athlete hoping to improve their skills. Ella, I am beyond proud of everything that you have achieved, and I am so excited to see what the future holds for you, both on and off the ice. I, along with everyone here, know the impact you will have at Harvard, and I can't wait to watch you thrive. Congratulations on this amazing accomplishment. It is so deserved.
Thank you, Sydney. Our next honoree is Jace Reed, who will be attending Elma College to play football, and speaking on his behalf today is Dan Loria.
Couple words to describe Jace. Tough, physical, relentless, strong work ethic, competitor. That really signifies when we talk about how sports is part of life. There is no question in my mind that young man's going to be successful. He's already been successful in high school. He'll continue in college, and who knows what the future holds for him. But he's extremely focused. I've had the privilege to watch him grow up over the last couple of years and turn into the competitor that he is today. We've had some tough schedules, but that was probably the toughest league we've been in since we've combined. And his stats are unbelievable when you look at the competition we played with. He had over 900 yards rushing, over 400 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns, 41 tackles, a sack, and an interception. He literally never left the field. He started both ways, and when you're carrying the ball 15, 16, 18 times a game, you take that pounding on one side of the ball, and then you flip over to the other side. And he played physical defensively as well. He's on his way to Elma. He checks every box they could possibly be looking for. He was a captain this year. He was a leader. He kept that team together. He kept that team focused. I couldn't be any more proud of the way Jace ended up, and I'm looking forward to watching him at the next level. Jace Reed.
Thank next honoree is Jenica Opdahl, who is our soccer goalie and will be attending United States Air Force Academy. Speaking on her behalf, Alan Zachariah.
Okay. Nice to see everybody here. Again, I just want to take a moment to congratulate you guys. What a great event this is, and it's so great to honor our Bloomfield Hills athletes, and I'm very pleased to be able to speak on behalf of Jenica Opdahl. Jenica, I first met about 4 years ago, and it's tough to make our team as a freshman, and she made it. You know, you could tell that she was an elite goalkeeper from a young age. And came in and made our team. And she was thrust into a lot of playing time, which she didn't expect. But I knew at that time that that was going to be the best thing for her, to be able to be thrown into the fire. And she really flourished. As many of you guys know, she's one of the best goalkeepers in the state of Michigan. She's one of the best goalkeepers we've had here at Bloomfield Hills High School. And the performance she put on in her sophomore year, earning a first-team All-State honoree and saving penalty kicks to lead us to a Division I state championship was unbelievable. And she's continued to get better and better as it's gone on. Now she's a Division I athlete and will be attending Air Force University. A two-time captain for us. You won't find a kinder, sweeter, more humble girl than Jenica Opdahl. And on top of that, a wonderful student athlete who's represented our program in a first-class manner on and off the field. And we're so excited for you and so proud of what you're going to be doing, and I can't wait to see the future for you. Congratulations, Jenica.
Thank you, Alan. Next up, we'll ask Christina Ahrens, our lacrosse coach, to come speak on behalf of Abigail Agby, as she will be playing lacrosse at Hope College.
Hi, everyone. I'm honored to have the opportunity today to talk about Abigail, or Gail as the team calls her, as she signs to play for Hope College. She's been a starter for us on the defensive end all 4 years and has really been the glue that has held them together. She's an incredible athlete and player and received All-State honorable mention as a freshman, first-team All-State as a junior, and is on par to be first-team again this year. She's been OAA All-League all 3 years, as well as a scholar athlete and academic All-State. She's totaled over 150 ground balls and 75 caused turnovers already and helped lead the team to 3 straight regional and league championships. But Gail's strongest asset, in my opinion, is her natural ability to lead, and especially her way to lead in a way that her teammates want to and will follow without second thought. Her intelligence off the field is seen on the field through her limitless lacrosse IQ, and she uses that knowledge to help her teammates make adjustments and make adjustments herself. She's dependable and responsible, perfectly represented by the fact that she's still wearing the same pair of lacrosse goggles since elementary school. She's vocal and encouraging, always doing the right thing, and is as textbook of a captain as I could have asked for as a coach. All this to say, Hope is getting a great player and even more incredible person, and she's going to be greatly missed next year. Congratulations, Gail.
Thank you, Tina, and congratulations, Abigail. Next, we will honor Josh Boyke. I'm not so sure if this is acceptable or not, but he'll be joining his brother in playing baseball at Adrian College. And speaking on his behalf is Austin Bomarito, his travel baseball coach.
First off, I want to congratulate all the athletes up here. You guys really earned this day, and it's an incredible accomplishment. It's really an honor to speak on Josh's behalf. I've known Josh for about 4 years now, and he's quickly became one of my favorite players I've ever coached. He was somebody who was reliable, consistent, and just a phenomenal teammate to everybody in the dugout at all times. And he really became the ultimate competitor. When he got the ball, he knew it was his time to represent his team and his boys, and he always did the best of that. And him being up here is by no accident. He never shied away from putting in the work to improve. He's always put the extra work outside, not only our practices, but he would do extra trainings, extra things, just to become better, because he wanted it. He was somebody that always wanted to be up here and do this, and he's earned that. And I'm so proud of him. No excuse for him was ever good enough. He was somebody that outworked any doubts that he may had or anybody had about him. He went in there and he faced them head on, and that's something that he'll carry on forever. And I know he'll be successful in whatever he may do. And like I said, he always took time to improve. I mean, he knew he had to learn the art of pitching, and he did that. And it's by no accident that he's up here, and I'm just so happy for him. And I'm proud that he gets the opportunity to continue his baseball career. Adrian got a great ball player. They got an even better person, and someone that's going to be successful no matter what he does in life, on or off the field. Congrats.
Thank you, Austin. Next, I'd like to invite Rick Diluski, our swim coach, to speak on behalf of Dimitra Bikos, who will be attending American University to swim.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, athletes, parents. What an accomplishment that is for you. I've known Dimitra for 4 years, and she made her mark on the high school team her freshman year. As she became a member of the missing piece to a 400 freestyle relay. Dimitra has gone to the state meet 4 years in a row. This year she was all-state in the 200 IM and the 500 freestyle. She couldn't find any shorter races that she really liked. But Dimitra is probably the easiest person I've ever coached. I've been at this a long time. She brings everything to the table. My biggest chore was trying to get to practice before she did in the morning. Doors open 5:15. I get there at 5:02, her car is in the parking lot. That's the level of dedication she has. She's dedicated to herself, to her team. She's a leader in every sense. It's been an honor to watch her grow. Academically, she has been OAA Scholar Athlete for 3 years, Academic All-State this year as a senior, Academic All-American. In addition to having been voted by her teammates for 3 years our Swimmer of the Year. And that says a lot, because it's just not about ability. It's not the physical ability. It's what she does for the team. She's going to leave a huge hole. And I know, it's kind of hard. She is going to succeed at the college level because she has dedicated herself physically and mentally to the process. We always use to trust the process. She bought into it. It's been there. I didn't think she could swim a whole lot faster this year. About 3 weeks ago, she swam in a national meet for her club team and had best times across the board. So we want to thank you, congratulate you, and wish you all the best.
Next, we would like to honor Kieran Crosley, who will be playing baseball at Kalamazoo College, and we'd like to welcome his father, Richard Crosley, to speak on his behalf.
What a wonderful celebration of the success of these student athletes. It really is a privilege and an honor to hear about their achievements and their successes in their respective journeys. Kieran's story as a student and as an athlete, he knows what's coming, has not been linear by any stretch. I think he'd be the first to agree that his academics have been challenging, and they've been driven by a path that he has chosen on things like AP classes and the subjects that he's prevailed with despite the natural challenges and difficulties he has with them, coupled with the events that many of you lived through, that unfolded 4 years ago. And then from his baseball career, which started 12 years ago, on a freezing cold April evening, Jack Schaefer was there on a cold field in Franklin Road, playing part of the T-ball program with Franklin. And through all the injuries he's endured, the team churn, the highs and the lows of travel in high school baseball, it has been quite a ride. But through it all, Kieran hasn't shied away from the challenge. He never folded, and he often doubled down. And when things were tough, he's chosen his own pathway, he's persevered, and he's done the hard work when no one was watching. And to be able to witness that and to facilitate that has been an absolute honour for me and his mother. And I know Coach Christian Penn, who's been party to much of that story and is unable to be here today, is as proud of him as we are. As it became clearer that playing college ball could be a possibility for Kieran, we've been so proud of the way that he's approached exploring that, getting good guidance and finding the right fit. And I would like to acknowledge the way, especially, that he made his final choice from the great options that he had in choosing Kalamazoo College as an example of the man he has become. And so I'd like to congratulate him, along with the student athletes here today, for the wonderful achievements and for the stories being written. I'm genuinely excited for the next chapter. Congratulations to everyone, and congratulations, Kieran.
Congratulations once again, Kieran. We'd like to welcome back Alan Zachariah, our varsity soccer coach, to speak on behalf of Tess Wright, who will be attending Indiana State University to play soccer.
I have the great pleasure of having the chance to talk about Tess Wright. I met Tess as well as Jenica 4 years ago, and right off the bat made a huge impression on us. Fast, skillful, tenacious, strong, and again, very difficult to make a varsity team at our level and at this school. And she was the only field player that played varsity minutes in her freshman year and made an impact in her freshman year. Went on to her sophomore year, won a state championship, and moving forward, I don't know that I've come across a player that has made such a big improvement continuously from sophomore to junior year and junior to senior year, where now she's a Division I athlete and earned that dream that she was always been seeking. You talk about mindset, and Tess has an elite mindset. For younger players and younger people that want to see what elite looks like, you pick her brain. Hardworking, always on time, setting the standard, setting the expectations for herself and her team. One of the best leaders and the best captains I've ever had the pleasure of coaching in my career as a coach. She wasn't a captain last year, but everybody knows she was by far one of the leaders that we had on the team last year, and she's just taken that up to another level with her abilities and her mindset and what she provides for our program. She's a complete soccer player. You can play her next year. She's probably going to be playing at defense, but she's such a good soccer player that we can put her right down the spine and have her play as a center midfielder, where she is one of the best defensive center midfielders in the state of Michigan. So excited for you, Tess. Dream big. You're going to be great.
Thank you, Alan, and congratulations, Tess. Next, we'd like to honor Jack Wormuth, and we'll invite Jess Monticello, one of our baseball coaches here at the high school, to speak on his behalf. Jack will be attending Albion College to play baseball.
It's nice to see Jack finally smile. I'd like the other speakers, totally honored to speak on behalf of Jack. and thrilled that this is happening for you. And I want to thank your mom and dad. They've been looking out for you, man. I want to thank all your teammates. I see a bunch of them here. I see some of them up here. Jack's a pitcher. He can throw the ball, hit the strike zone. I need some ninth graders that can do that. If you know any, let me know. I've seen Jack grow not only physically, but I've seen him grow to be a man, to take things seriously, and to once in a while smile. Jack's kind of a quiet guy. He's easy to overlook, but he excels on the ball field. And I think you'll excel at Albion. And my hope is you'll excel at everything in your life. I know you've grown as a student, and I want to encourage you and all the Blackhawks to honor your school as you go through life. Make us proud. I want to thank Jack for asking me to do this. I'm happy he's continuing his education at Albion. I'm glad you're pursuing baseball. And I'm going to come see you play. Jack, as you may know, is kind of a quiet guy. I asked him what I should talk about today, and he said, basically, he sent me a text and just said, whatever you want. All I want to say is, I love him. I love our baseball players. I'm impressed with this group here, and I wish you the best, Jack.
Thank you, Jess. Well, we're on the home stretch here. I'd like to once again congratulate all of our student athletes who are signing today. It's a great, great testament of your hard work and achievements and your talents. I'd like to congratulate your families. They would not have gotten there without you. And I'd like to thank our coaches, all of our speakers today, for being here to honor our student athletes and to help them along their way. That being said, I'd like everybody to pick up a pen and get ready to sign that national letter of intent. Please go ahead. We now encourage all of our student athletes and families to take this opportunity for photo ops, followed by walking down to the trainer's room to sign the Wall of Fame. Congratulations.